So listen, man, my homies are they doing a podcast. They're doing a podcast. Yeah.
Tell him that we appreciate him participating in this.
Yeah, he said they appreciate you participating in that.
Tell him if he's ever heard of the Live from Ox City podcast.
Yeah, if you ever heard Live from Ox City, make sure you give them a good review, subscribe. They them bulls right there. They them bulls from the West Coast. Look, my West Coast guys. Look at them. Look at them cops out, Drew. See? That's why I was out.
Welcome back to another episode of Live from Ox City with Greg and Drew.
Yes, sir.
Miami, 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 Miami.
Is that...
That's the new intro.
Thing? Oh, okay.
That's the new intro.
Got it.
No, that's not the first thing. The first thing is, this is probably late by now, but the inauguration actually happened and nothing weird happened. So, Joseph Robinette Biden was inaugurated as the 46th president of the United States. Have you ever heard that name? Have you ever heard Robinette as a...
No. Robinette? That's the girl version of...
It sounds like you're
Robin.
It sounds like you're making a statement and saying that this Robin is female, like Robinette.
Yeah.
But it's still a dude. So
I didn't know that was his name. I didn't know his R.
I didn't know that was his name, but if I was him, I would try to keep that shit under wraps too.
It's not under wraps anymore.
No, not anymore. But I thought, I mean, that's a weird name, and then I looked up some other weird presidents' names, and apparently Warren Harding, his middle name was, you know what, I'll spell it to you. Gamaliel. You want to take a crack at that? You know, he actually ends up being Warren G.
Warren G. Warren G was the president. No, so hold
on. Gamaliel.
You ever see where Shaq tries to pronounce Giannis' last name?
Oh my God.
I basically feel like that's what's about to happen, so I'm not gonna butcher his name.
Okay. I'll try it. Gamaliel. Insert bingo sound. Harry Truman's middle name was just S. Just the letter S.
No name, no period.
His parents just gave up at S.
Dang.
Yeah, that's weird. But no, I just thought Robinette was a weird girly name for a president. But
you think the word Trump trumps the word Trump?
It doesn't. I've already discovered it. Because I've heard the word Trump used just in regular language, or I've heard it in songs, and then I think, like, my mind goes to Donald Trump, and not like, but they're not using it in that reference. Like, they're using use it as a Trump card. Right. But now my mind goes there. And I'm listening to Obama's book, and there are a few situations where it seems like you would normally say Trump. Like, there are opportunities to use that word, but he's excluding it. I hope that's what it is.
What does Trump mean? Trump means basically when you're like, where something is better than another thing?
Yeah, like a lot of card games have Trump. So, like, if you put a card down in one suit and I have a bunch of cards in this particular suit that's been declared the Trump suit, then whatever card you put down, I can just take it, or I can overpower it, that's a Trump card.
Do you think that's going to be the card that has The Don's face. Or that's not. Nah, because it could be any card, right?
This Donald face. I'm glad we don't have video yet. No, I don't know. They got to figure out a new name. They got to get new vocabulary for card games then.
I got you.
Because or flip it and make it like you're getting dominated. Like I'm trumping on you. I'm pissing on your face. You know? Man, somebody told me a story about their basic training experience, which when you talk to other military people, like sometimes everybody talks about their basic training experiences, but one guy that I knew told me about please silence all cell phones before you enter the vehicle.
Sorry. Do I have to read it? So it says, "Good evening, happy Monday," with a heart.
From who?
Oh,
AskJeeves.com.
No, it was AIM.
Wee wah. No, so this guy, he's in basic training and he's in the shower. You know, basic training, the showers it's a group shower situation. And so he said that this dude next to him, he's taking a shower and the guy turns and he starts pissing like on his foot. And the person who's telling me this was a bystander. So they're seeing this happening. So the guy starts peeing on the other guy's foot. The guy who's getting his foot peed on just turns and just knocks the dude, like, you know, knocks him out. So the guy's on the floor of the shower. And then the dude who knocked that guy out then turns and pees on that guy.
What's it what these people are just peeing at will? Just on command? What's going on? Man.
I don't know. But everybody has a weird military story like that. Like anybody who's been in the military, yeah, everybody has a weird basic training story. So if you meet somebody in the military, ask them what the weirdest thing they saw in basic training was.
Got it. So hold on. Are they not a peeing story though, right?
No.
It's just a weird story. Period. Oh, okay.
Yeah, most people have some kind of story. Like,
oh, okay.
Like this one guy that we knew, he asked everybody. He was asking other people about their, you know, experience in basic training, and he asked if they were gargoyling each other. And so, but nobody knew what gargoyling was. Like nobody had heard of that. And then he said, "Oh, it's when you get naked and then you hide on top of the locker, and then you scare somebody when they come around." And he's like, "You guys didn't gargoyle anybody?" And nobody had ever heard of that.
That was just their crew.
That was just them, or I think it was just him, just individually.
Got
just
it.
him. Like, because it didn't sound like anybody in his story did it either. Yeah. But there's this other guy that I know, he told me about watching somebody get yelled at by their training instructor, and then he made him call his wife and tell his wife about how he was failing her and that he was going to have to go home because he failed. Like, doing this in front of all these people.
I thought you couldn't use your phone.
You can't. But they gave this guy a phone so that he could call his wife. It was special circumstances so that they could humiliate him.
Got it.
Yeah. I know another guy who saw somebody get thrown out of a window.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff.
A lot of hazing.
No, it's just
You can't handle the truth type of stuff?
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try my best. I've thought of this before. To get my training instructor on the show.
Okay.
Because
Is he gonna yell at us?
No. He's cool.
Is he gonna make us say yes, drill sergeant?
No. Well, we won't have to do unless we fuck up. I mean,
Okay, and we have to do 10,
yeah,
50 push-ups or something?
yeah. But I just imagine he's got to have the best stories.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And he I think he's from Florida. I know, close to Miami.
Yeah, Miami is in Florida, so yeah.
So it's possible.
It's possible for
Yeah.
sure.
So we'll see. If I can, I'm gonna try to make it happen because it'd be very interesting, educational.
Yes, that's what we're here for, education. I'm all for it.
I'm drinking coffee. How do you drink your coffee?
I don't drink coffee, actually.
Oh my god.
Here we go. What?
What do you drink? What do you drink instead? Hot water, right? Well, that's what it was.
Yeah, I thought we
Boiled
went
water.
over this. I don't drink coffee.
Okay. Do you drink hot drinks at all?
Room temperature water bottles.
Oh my god. Do you drink cold drinks?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, smoothies, water,
I wasn't sure if it was just room temperature.
champagne.
Bobby Boucher. McGregor got Nate Robinson.
Oh, okay. So
Did you see that at all?
I saw he lost. Did he literally get knocked out? Like,
Oh yeah,
punch
he got
knockout?
knocked out. Yes,
Oh,
punch knockout. He got knocked out in the second round, and I didn't see the whole thing because apparently, I mean, I was talking to you at the time, like I was having issues with it. A lot of people had issues with it. So
Yeah,
because
I
I
did
talked to
see that.
people today, a lot of people had issues with it,
I did see that.
but I still haven't heard anything back from ESPN Plus, of course.
They're gonna just gracefully bow out in that situation. We didn't get your email. It's like they're like scrolling and it's like millions of emails. I don't see it. There's millions of complaints.
I don't know if
Can't
you remember
find it.
this, but you remember when AB left the Raiders and then he went to the Patriots last year, whatever it was? And I tried to get my money back from Fanatics because they have this jersey exchange program, like jersey assurance thing. Oh my God.
It wasn't AB assurance though.
No, it wasn't. Nobody was planning on that.
Wait, so how did it work?
I did not get my... It was like if you have your... You get your jersey and then the guy gets traded, or... I think it maybe only applied to if he gets traded. So then since he got cut, then they weren't going to give it to me. But I know that there are probably thousands of people. Like, it's the first week of the season, and he's already freaking out. He's already calling Mike Mayock a cracker.
Did they have the Mike Mayock getting shoved or AB phone conversation in that Fanatics clause?
No.
I bet if you look at it, there was a fine print that said if this guy has
this guy
possible CTE,
burns his feet off in the snow,
yeah,
training, then watch out.
Yeah, you had to read that fine print, and if he arrived to training camp in a hot air balloon, then it didn't apply.
God.
It's just you forgot to read all the fine print. It's unfortunate.
AB shows up to training camp like Willy Wonka, and we think that the Raiders are going to have a good season. What is happening in my brain? I drafted AB for my fantasy team. First pick overall. And then I got his jersey. And then he just destroyed my football year in like 2 weeks.
So I've been a Raider fan my whole life. I've only got one jersey. One Raiders jersey. Because I learned pretty quickly that these guys run full speed at each other, and there's not a good chance that
there's a shelf life.
Yeah. So once Charles Woodson was kind of a staple, and I was like, okay, he might be a Hall of Famer. I clicked that purchase button for him.
Yeah.
And so I felt good about that one. What about those people that burn the jerseys? You know how like they get upset with the player? Like, I'm burning your jersey, look. You did it. Did you do it?
Oh. No. Come on. I'm an animal?
Well, okay, because they burn the jerseys for two reasons. They hate like a move that the organization did. Like, I've seen that in the past.
Still doesn't justify.
And then I know, and then the other reason would be like, oh, they left our team. Which is
left.
Yeah, what happens those are those type of people that are in a relationship.
Yeah.
Lord,
please
knows
don't go, please.
Yeah. You're burning jersey.
Yeah. That's a city that's got nothing else going on. I mean, who did Cleveland, right? I mean, Cleveland, that's the most notable that I can think of. But who else? Who else burned jerseys?
I've seen like Chargers. Remember when they relocated?
Yeah. Really? Chargers?
When they relocated from when they forced their way in to Los Angeles from
when
San Diego?
They started sleeping on the Rams' couch.
Yeah, a lot of people from San Diego were burning their jerseys and stuff.
Wow. That's extent, like, that's far.
Yeah.
It's just a weird thing to do. I understand having, allegiance to your team or supporting your team. I support my team. I got upset when AB fell out with the Raiders like that, but I'm not gonna burn the jersey. That's some primal type shit. That's like, that's some kind of barbaric weirdo type shit, like I'm gonna eat a buffalo heart after.
I'm not gonna invest that much money into the team. I know there's some people that invest a lot of money every year into their teams.
Yeah.
Whether it be like trips. Imagine, so like say you're in another state, you catch a couple of games a year. That's at least a couple $1,000s a year.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
So
I don't have any problem with those people. I mean, and I'm not.
But I could see where people who have done that for year over year over year, and then they get.
And then you feel betrayed in some way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Man, I mean, yeah, I bet you a lot of Raider fans did it.
Yeah, for sure.
I would not be surprised, but yeah, I did the same thing. All I got is Charles Woodson now. I learned the hard way because I had Amari Cooper, and then
that's right.
Lesson.
Did you have You had another one. What's his name? Murray. Didn't you have Murray? No. Yeah, didn't you have his? No.
No, I never.
I thought you got that one.
No, I think I was thinking if they had drafted Kyler Murray, I was going to get Kyler Murray, but no. Oh, McGregor. Yeah, McGregor getting
Got knocked out.
knocked out. Yeah, I was. So you didn't see any of the images at all?
I did.
Memes,
I saw.
memes are not Nate Robinson caliber, but there's a lot of McGregor memes right now. He's pretty high on the ranking.
Yeah. In the meme, it looks like he just got choked out. So that's why.
Oh, when he's like lying on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh no, he got punched in the face a lot. Yeah, like they and he had I don't know what exactly the injury was, but he withstood so many leg kicks from Poirer that his leg was swollen up like a football or something like. So he had a crutch when he was leaving the fight, but they showed footage of him like running into the other dude when he was walking out, and they were cool with each other, and so that's the second time that they fought, and so now they're 1-1. So they're already talking about finishing the trilogy. But Khabib was in the mix. Did you hear what Mayweather called McGregor?
No. What did he say?
He called him something McLoser. Something Conor McLoser, something like that. But yeah, he made fun of him. But Mayweather also made a point that he just made a point about not everybody likes McGregor, but so many people love McGregor, and they love his bravado and like his confidence and all that stuff. But they hate Floyd.
Yeah.
What's the difference?
Sure.
You know?
Oh.
Floyd, so Floyd attributes it to, evidence that there's still racism, and
I'm sure there's some people. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, but when you think about, like, what's the difference between them? Other than Floyd is undefeated.
Well, the difference you could say is, just playing devil's advocate, is that it's not like McGregor's running or playing it smart, and I don't think, because you can't really do that in MMA.
Like
so
a more entertaining fighter.
Yeah, more entertaining. He makes it an actual fight. So that's the only way you can fight in the MMA, right?
I mean,
is there anyone like
really? No,
elusive in the MMA?
Not elusive, but there are guys like Khabib. Khabib isn't a stand-up striker guy. He's not like a he's not like an entertaining fighter. He's more of a wrestler. He's a jiu-jitsu guy. He's an all-around.
He's getting that cauliflower ear. I'm saying
he is, but that's not the most exciting. That's not the most exciting way to do it.
Yeah, but he's getting his hands dirty. There's a possibility, like the way he's fighting, he's gonna He's gonna get hurt. Floyd, the way he fights is to not get hurt.
Right.
So I mean, I could see fight fans getting upset, and not this, just playing devil's advocate. But I'm sure there's 100%. There's people that are like, they don't like the black,
and probably don't even know why.
Know why?
I don't know why I like McGregor so much better than I like Floyd. I don't know what it could be.
Yeah.
He called him con artist McLoser, is what he called him. What Mayweather called McGregor.
Got it.
Yeah.
He could have done better with that.
Yeah, I mean, not going to say that his literary skills are up there, but so that's good for him.
Do you see him getting back into boxing?
McGregor?
Yeah.
He's got to win a fight first. I mean, he can't. If he wants to make any money out of boxing, he's got to go in there on a win. Like even what's his face? Jake Paul?
Yeah.
After this fight, after McGregor lost, Jake Paul, he lowered the number from like 50 million to 10,000.
That's a troll. But I still
I know,
honestly
he's obvious.
think he can make more money boxing.
Even now, like after a knockout.
Yep.
Boxing, who do you think?
Manny.
Do you think, is Manny actually doing that fight?
I heard if it's not finalized, I heard he's going to fight Ryan Garcia.
That's what I'm saying.
So, I don't know.
Because Ryan Garcia posted something about it.
Did he? I don't like that fight.
He posted like a mock-up thing of it.
Yeah.
He said something about like, oh, I'm so excited to share the ring with one of my favorite fighters. So he's making it seem like it's happening.
Yeah.
You don't like it though?
I don't like that fight. I'll watch it for sure as a fight fan, but
You think Garcia?
I don't think he's ready for that.
You don't think he's ready for Pacquiao?
No.
Oh, really? Wow.
Nah, he still hasn't faced anyone. And he got dropped by the person who was
Yeah, he did.
any like Luke Campbell was, he went to the Olympics or whatever. And
And Pacquiao's not going to go in there playing around.
yeah, exactly. And I don't think he's ever faced that type of pressure. I don't know, we'll see. He is quick.
It's a pretty bold to see, like what he posted. That's a pretty bold post. Like it's got them. It's like the actual fight card looking thing. Like
yeah,
he had somebody make it.
Yeah. But I could see McGregor taking a Pacquiao fight and them making a lot of money.
I could see that too.
And making more than McGregor
if you were
would
to
make.
do another UFC fight, yeah.
Yeah.
It depends. I mean, it depends on what. I mean, McGregor's all over the place. He's like, he was just retired, and then he came back for this fight. And then who knows what now he's talking about finishing this trilogy. But who knows? He might retire again. I don't know.
Did you see? I don't know if it was recent or a couple months ago. Like they asked him in an interview if he basically was like, I want to win a belt. I want to win a belt in boxing. Yeah.
Oh God. And
then the interviewer's like, oh, okay, so you really want to do that? He's like, absolutely. He's like, I know I can. And he's like, okay, so so that's gonna take like at least two fights. And he's like, you're willing to fight multiple times? He's like, no.
Just give it to me.
So I don't know. To your point, I don't know if he even knows.
He's all over the place.
Yeah. Proper number 12.
Yeah, just stay on that. Like just make whiskey, and he does a whole bunch of other stuff and makes money. Because that's the thing is like you can't be half in. You can't be half into boxing. You can't be half into UFC. These are combat sports. You can't be 1 foot in. So as long as he's doing that, he's just going to keep losing. It would be if he's taking these fights against the top guys, he's just going to keep losing.
Yeah, I've never watched a MMA fight, but has he won since he fought Mayweather? Did he win his last fight? Okay.
Yeah, he beat Cowboy Cerrone.
Oh.
And he beat him
easily.
First round, I think within 30 seconds.
Okay.
So it was a quick knockout, and he came out and he looked good, and then he retired all of a sudden, and then he came back for this fight. So, I don't know. We'll see. Ox City News. I was going to say, earlier I thought this would be outdated because it was a few days ago that it was really windy, but it's really windy now also, like right now.
Yeah.
So it's been crazy wind. Like I've seen all kinds of stuff blowing around everywhere, trash cans knocked down everywhere. So I'm sure the city is busy, but unfortunately a tree fell over onto my truck and smashed up the tailgate. So luckily nobody was in it. Luckily the tree fell into the street and not onto my parents' house.
Mm.
You know, that's always
Yeah.
good. But even driving through the neighborhood to get there, there's a giant, like a way bigger tree that was had fallen in another street in the neighborhood. So I'm sure it was happening probably all around the county. And then it snowed in Malibu, I think yesterday. It hailed in Camarillo earlier. So Oxnard finally getting its winter, I guess.
The seasons.
Yeah. So we'll see. By next week it'll be spring,
Tidal waves?
probably. Yeah. Let's not say that.
I remember when I was little, I was leaving church with my mom, and the wind was so strong that it picked me up.
Oh wow.
I don't know if that's true, but in my mind, that's what happened.
Oh, okay. So you just fell over.
I think that happened, or
you just fell down.
Or she just grabbed me and put me in her arms. I'm not sure if I was that
Or
young.
she pushed you.
Or she pushed me on the floor. Yeah. Or I stepped on a crack and it was like I fell. I was like, it was the wind.
Yeah, there are a lot of different options, and I think
or I wasn't paying attention in church and God just like pushed me.
Picked you up and threw you somewhere.
It was one of the four. Yeah, but I remember it being very windy that day.
It sucks. The very windy is the worst. Like,
yeah.
Also, it's cold. It's cold here. Like I said, it hailed, or there's snow in Malibu. It's like in the 50s during the day, and it's sunny and windy.
So I know someone who thinks that these extreme conditions are caused by the government. Do you... Okay, if you hear someone say things like that, what's your approach after?
Oh man, this is it's a really big issue in my life.
Yeah,
because I have a very good friend who is like that.
Yeah, me too.
Do I know this person?
Yeah, you do. Okay. Yeah, you know that person.
I don't think you know who I'm. I don't think you know my friend who does that. But
so here's the typical argument would be like, okay, so we'll just take the winds, right? It's been windy in Oxnard or whatever, Santa Ana winds, whatever. And their argument would basically be, they didn't say this, and I don't think we've particularly talked about the winds and in that space, but their argument would be something like, man, those chapstick companies.
Oh. The chapstick CEOs, the chapstick tycoons.
Right. And it would be like, yeah, man, what do you think? You know, it's these large companies.
Joseph Chapstick the Third.
Yeah.
Controlling it.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know, I know that there are definitely things that I question, but some of the stuff, especially a lot of the stuff I've heard lately, it's just, I don't know what to do at this point, because when somebody believes something so extreme, like, you're not going to convince them that it's not true. You know, like what can you tell them, or what? There's nothing really that you can say. You know, if this guy is like, oh, the chapstick, you know, tycoons are changing the weather, like, that guy, whatever that guy has researched to feel so strongly about that, whatever you say, is not
the research. I'll tell you the research. The research is scrolling on Instagram.
Yeah,
that's the extent of the research.
Yeah, but it's like hours and hours and hours of doing that.
Yeah.
Hi.
Remember
Said usually people get stoned.
Oh, hi, yeah.
Like, search the internet forever.
Remember the Jay-Z Lucifer song that everyone was like, oh, he's like he's Illuminati, and some.
Yeah.
I remember on YouTube. I remember just in college, people were on YouTube. There was like someone made their own video of it, and they just cut it up. You could probably still see it on YouTube, but there's like all this like
Jay-Z
satanic,
Illuminati.
yeah, yep, and all this like satanic rhetoric. It's like, oh, Jay-Z's in the Illuminati because he made that song Lucifer.
The thing that I always ask people, especially when they use the word they, I always just ask, like, who is they? You know, like,
powers
you
that
can't
be.
just say who is they.
The powers
Or
that
you
be.
can't just say they all the time. You know, like they're doing the
government
crop circles because of this. I know, but then people say the government.
The powers that be.
I've worked for the government before, so like I'm the government.
Yeah, but
I know
higher
a lot of
than
people
you.
who are but higher. But so at what level?
Yeah.
You know, like just the level above me, or is it 2 levels above me? Like where do they get to the super secret spy
the secret
level?
room.
You know, where's the James Bond level?
Yeah.
I don't know
James
if there is
Bond-
a James Bond level, but there's a very small number of people who are involved in that James Bond level, if there is one. Would be my guess, you know? If there, because you can't keep secrets like that. People can't keep secrets. They're not good at doing that. So you have to have a small amount of people keeping that secret.
All right, we've entered a weird Joe Rogan realm that I kind of want to get.
What do you mean?
This guy Joe Rogan has a guest that talks about this topic every week.
Yeah, you're right. Well, recently he had a guy who actually got abducted by aliens. Well, I mean, that was his whole thing for going on the show, was to talk about his alien abduction.
Yeah.
And then he had like a whale therapist or whatever he does.
No, a whale astronomer.
That's what it was. We had a message from a listener, a friend of the show.
Okay.
That
What was it?
I was gonna read here. Yeah, so this is from Louis. He said, "Yeah,
Shout out to Louis.
Yeah, shout out to Louis. If God gave you the option to add to your b-ball game, what would it be?" And he says height, hop, speed, handling, passing, IQ, stuff like that. Yeah, so what do you think? Shout out to Louis again, by the way.
So if God gave you the option to add
Yeah.
to your basketball game, what would it be?
Yeah, like if you could add one physical or, I guess, skill thing, maybe?
Okay, so to the ability to never miss.
He didn't say a superpower.
Okay, so then what?
Like height, speed,
Oh,
athleticism, vertical. I'm only naming these because I play 2K. Because I see this shit all the time.
awareness.
That's what.
I would say, man, that's a decent question. I can't say like the ability to make every shot.
Okay, fine. The ability to make every shot. Okay, Superman.
I know. It goes back to the sandbox days where it's like, I killed you, and everyone
Got you.
has to
I
just
got you with
fall
my
down.
eyes. Got you with my eyes. Bzzz.
It's like The Office, where he just shoots everyone.
Michael Scarn shooting everybody. Yeah, basically like that. Okay, so that's you? You're going to do that?
Nah, I would say I'm gonna do. This is an important question. I'm gonna do.
It's important.
I'll do speed. I'll do
Okay,
speed.
speed and not like acceleration.
Yeah.
Because there's two attributes on 2K.
Oh, really? So like your first step is just super slow, but you can.
Yeah. or vice versa, that your first step is really fast and then you just walk after.
No, okay, then I'll do hops. I want to jump with the ball through the hoop.
Okay.
Like my whole body jumps through the hoop.
You want an NBA Jam on?
No, because that would be a little bit less than what I want. I want to be able to jump.
NBA Jam would be less
It'd
than
be less.
what you want. Okay.
Yes, you want to be able to jump feet first, land down through the hoop with the ball.
Clip art. Here we go. Clip art marker.
Yeah, that's what I would want.
Okay.
Yeah. So everything.
I was gonna say height, but I don't even. There's no point to even go now.
How tall?
6'4".
So you're gonna add two inches of height onto you, and that's your dream. Those are lofty dream. Didn't he say God gave you the option? This is God. This is the hand of God. You don't want at least to be 6'6"?
Okay, 6'6". Because I don't like 6'5", because I don't like odd numbers like that.
Yeah, everyone that's 6'5" is kind of trash. Like, they had to be at least 6'6", 6'4".
Yeah, you got to be 6'6", 6'7", 6'8".
In my mind, when I think of...
very much.
Yeah, when I think of 6'5", I think of Aaron Aflalo. It's like,
yeah,
okay.
You're like the smallest of the big guys.
You're like
you can only punk
guard, but
you can only punk Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll be 6'6". How about that?
6'6". Wow, would be if God gave you the option. Wow.
Okay, 6'7". 6'7".
You don't want to jump with your whole body through the hoop? This is God. This isn't A.
Jump with your whole body through the hoop. I'm imagining.
Treat it like slam ball. You don't want to be. Oh, okay, I'm just 6'6", another average height in the NBA. That's not even See, your goal doesn't even guarantee you a spot in the NBA. Mine definitely guarantees me a spot in the NBA.
I feel like you have more of a spot on the mascot squad, like doing the trampolines.
Yeah. So my spot guarantees me NBA, slam ball, and Harlem Globetrotters.
Okay. Wait, what was the trampoline one? Was that slam ball?
I think it was slam ball. Yeah. That was as a real basketball player.
You remember that? You remember how that ended?
No.
You remember the guy like snapped his ankle?
Oh, really?
Yeah. You don't remember that? Oh, they had a show. It was on Spike or whatever.
Yeah.
It was it was like a reality show.
Yeah, it was like on TV or something.
It was all these guys.
VH1.
Yeah, it was Spike or one of the Bravo but it's all players who maybe played college or some college, and then they're trying to play in this slam ball league, and they're taking it serious. They're showing up every day, like doing it, and some guy jumps up and then snaps his ankle, like compound fracture, snap, like hanging by a tendon on TV, and everybody in there sees it. The next day, half of the dudes are gone.
Instant cancel of the league.
Yeah, and then it was over. That was the end of slam ball, basically. Like they forgot, they didn't even think about that, because they have the hard, they have to have some kind of surface that you can not be bouncing on, Otherwise, it'd just be one giant trampoline. I mean, it's all stupid either way, but yeah, this guy massacred his ankle on TV. So shout out to Slam Ball.
Yeah. Rest in peace to Slam Ball.
Yeah, rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Rest in two pieces.
Yeah, rest in two pieces. But that made me think of the efforts and the length that I go to customize my created player. Like, so on 2K, you can scan your face in.
Yeah.
So, like, you do the whole face scan thing.
Okay.
And turn your head side to side and do all that.
Like, when you get a new iPhone, you do the same thing?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. So you do that, and then it scans your face into the game, and then you can choose your hair. You can do, tattoos. You can't do your dick size like Cyberpunk. But we'll see, maybe 2K22. So you can do all that stuff. So you make your player, your player looks a lot like you. Like the face is there, so it just looks like a weird version of you. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a picture of my player, and I'm going to challenge others to show pictures of their player. Because I want to see what they look like in their head in the video game.
Does everyone else do this?
Probably not.
That's just seeing that possible.
So I might be the only one. I might be the only example up there. But if you have any created characters on video games, this is the challenge: is to post a picture of your character and tag the podcast, tag Live from Ox City.
Is it possible that if I get the game, can I put like an emoji as my face?
So you want to have
like
an emoji as your face and be twirling down through the hoop down into the.
You can't put the laughing, crying emoji as your actual face in there.
Not yet, but
no. And I thought you
yet.
just have to scan the thing.
Yeah, but if it's not gonna work if it's a yellow, like a one of the big cartoon emoji faces.
Why? What if someone in the world
because
looks
it's not a real face.
What if someone in the world looks similar to that face?
Then
they're just gonna
NBA 2K is
face.
getting a lawsuit.
Yeah.
So we'll see, but it's a risk I'm willing to take.
I don't know.
So I'm going to post mine. If you have yours, if you want to post it, have courage, post your created video game character and tag Live from Ox City. All right. It's time to talk about Pound for Pound CBD. Pound for Pound CBD offers 100% organic industrial hemp products that are all tested for purity and potency. They offer gummies, gel capsules, lemongrass soothe bombs, and potent CBD oil tinctures. Pound for Pound CBD is made in the USA and contains 0 THC. People use CBD for anxiety. People use it to help them sleep. They use CBD for depression, for migraines, for inflammation, for epilepsy, all kinds of stuff. So if you're interested, check it out. Go to p4pcbd.com. And if you're interested in buying any products, use our discount code, which is OXCITY. So that's OXCITY, Ox City. Type that in. That can be your discount code. p4pcbd.com. Check it out, and we'll get you back to the show. Did you see any trash this week? Any worthy trash? Any good trash? Quality trash?
Did I see any quality trash? No, not that I could think of. Everything was perfect.
Everything was perfect.
Everything was absolutely perfect.
Everything was awesome, would you say?
Sure. I will say that there was nah, I ain't gonna say that.
Okay. Interesting. I did see some trash.
Did you?
Well,
what'd you see?
Well, we watched Idiocracy, this movie. Have you seen that?
No.
It's a movie, I think it was 2013 maybe. and it's got Luke Wilson. You know who Luke Wilson is? It's Owen Wilson's
Crooked
brother.
Nose guy?
Well,
Is that
Owen
the-
Wilson is Crooked Nose. Owen Wilson is Wedding Crashers.
Owen Wilson, yeah, my bad.
And then Luke Wilson
no, I
is
don't
his
know.
brother.
Oh, really?
Luke Wilson he's the main character in Old School. No?
Right.
Okay.
That's Luke Wilson?
That's Luke Wilson. Yeah.
Okay, got you.
So him and Maya Rudolph are in it, and they play these characters who they get into some experiment and then end up just getting put 500 years, I think, in the future, and everybody's dumber. So instead of progressing forward, everybody got stupider. But the movie
It's
did
a
really
comedy?
bad. It's a comedy.
Okay.
It's a comedy, but it's also a tragedy now in a Joker type way because it's really eerily similar to what happens in the real world sometimes.
Hot time machine type of thing.
No, it's just like it in 2013 when this movie is made, they're predicting, you know, how the world could get stupider, and then like, you know, so in this movie everybody drives a giant truck and watches, you know, like watches shows about this guy just getting kicked in the nuts all the time. Everything is sponsored by Carl's Jr. You're not familiar with this at all? You never?
No.
Okay. It's a really good, I guess I'll call it a documentary now at this point. But it was for anybody who's seen Idiocracy, I think probably has seen these similarities recently.
Right.
So
it's a docu-series?
no, not at all. It's a comedy. It's a comedy, but it was kind of predicting the future, unfortunately. So, are you watching WandaVision?
No.
No? You know what it is?
Yeah. It's the
like
Marvel
the-
thing.
The Marvel thing with, what's her name? Scarlet Witch?
Scarlet Witch, there you go.
Scarlet Witch and Vision.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think they've only done 3 episodes so far, but they're kind of doing a play on the old Nick at Night type, like Bewitched. You remember that show?
Yeah. Wait.
Like
Yeah.
with the witch and she
Isn't
do
that
the
girl?
head thing.
That I Dream of Jeannie?
That's another one. That type of show. Or like I Love Lucy. Like those type of things, you know? Like they're kind of
Ricky
making
Ricardo.
a play on those. Yeah. But then it also has like, it starts to get a little bit more into the Marvel. It gets to be more dramatic than it is this sitcom type thing. It's interesting. It's definitely something that's never been done before, but I was watching it and I was thinking like, goddamn DC, why can't you get your shit together and quit fucking these movies up? because they have to compete with Disney. You know, they have to compete with Marvel and Disney and now X-Men and Spider-Man and all that.
Yeah.
It just got me thinking, what do you think the possibility is that Marvel or Disney ends up just buying DC? And then finally all of them are on the same, are owned by the same company.
Were they ever in the comic books? Were they ever intertwined or no? Because they're two companies, right?
I don't think that they ever have, and I don't think legally they can really.
I'm sure they could, but
I mean, they could, but
I don't think that they will, because why? Why does Marvel even need to?
well, DC's got Batman and Superman, who are
True.
2 of the biggest, you know, the top 2 superheroes.
That's true.
So if you
But it'd be like if the NBA bought another professional competing
happens
league.
all the time.
No, because they're not. It doesn't.
NFL and AFL happens all the time.
They merged that, right?
Yeah,
Right.
but it's a competing company in the same industry, and then they just buy it and like merge them together. You know, I'm just saying.
You already have, but you're just telling their, but this isn't, I guess, but it's sort of telling this past stories, isn't it? It's not like they're recreating, so like that much.
No, they wouldn't be. I'm just thinking that they would combine the two worlds, you know.
But then
And
now
then it would
they're
be you would have
rewriting.
all these characters in there together.
But I thought this was to kind of tell the story in a cinematic thing that have already happened. No?
What do you mean? Like
The story of Iron Man has already been in the comics. They didn't rewrite really.
No, but I think like Endgame and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure
that's all brand new.
Made that up, yeah.
Oh, okay. I just don't see why they would even want to unless they just do all right, it's its own entity. I could see that.
And not combine the two.
Yeah. I could see that, but I don't see them. It's like having the NBA. I don't know. I was just.
I mean, it's happened before
with the ABA.
Yeah, ABA, NBA,
That's
NFL, true. AFL.
Right, that's true. I just feel like.
Is that the same thing with baseball too? Baseball has the American League. No, the American League and the National League.
I'm saying, didn't the Negro Leagues become part of the?
I don't know if it was a part of the.
Or they just got the players.
If it was, I don't know if it was already a part of the MLB before, or if they
not a part of it, but they just kind of took the players or allowed the players to come in. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Took it over like Christopher Columbus.
But then it looks like all of the organizations do that.
I know.
You know,
I don't know.
If there's another competing one, then they just buy it out. But I don't know if it would work, or it'd be so I feel like it would work for some characters. It would work great for almost everybody except for Batman. Superman would be great with Marvel. Aquaman would be really good. Wonder Woman would be good.
Right.
All of those, they'd all be good. It just
not
seems
robot dude. Not upset robot dude. Not upset at his dad, robot dude. His story isn't developed yet. He just threw him. Man, they totally that. That might be the worst part of the whole thing.
That's what I'm saying. If you let Marvel come in and help them.
Guys, we're a month away from releasing this in theaters. Let's just say he's mad at his dad. All right, let's do it.
Well, but what's his costume? A hoodie.
There's a movie called RoboCop and Terminator. Let's just do that.
And make him fly.
And we need a black guy. Yeah.
And make him black.
Oh man.
That's what I'm saying. They need some Disney magic at this point.
Now, I'd be interested in watching the WandaVision thing. I feel like I'm gonna wait to subscribe to Disney Plus till there's more.
These streaming services are getting out of hand.
Why?
They are. They're getting out of hand.
Because there's so many.
Peacock one.
That's the NBC one.
That's the NBC one.
What's on there? The Office, right?
The Office. That's it. That's all they need, basically.
That's all they need.
No, but they got 30 Rock on there. Probably, what's that other show? This Is Us, the one that people just cry all the time.
I'm so oblivious. What about Seinfeld? What's that on? Is that on
NBC?
Is it on the?
That's on NBC, so it's probably on Peacock too.
Ooh, see, now they're cooking with gas.
They're playing with fly. Yeah, that's some. So and then another one is Paramount.
Okay.
So I don't know what Paramount has. Paramount's probably got a whole bunch of stuff.
Paramount Pictures.
Yeah. So it's Paramount has one. I mean, Peacock, Disney, Hulu, Apple, Netflix.
Apple is
Amazon
behind.
Prime. Hey, but Apple actually has some big time actors on there.
Yeah, but they haven't done anything.
But I'm seeing I think Justin Timberlake was on some movie they just did. Steve Carell did a thing with them.
I'm saying Jennifer for the Aniston. Company, the size of the company compared to a Netflix or something like that, they should be way, like, at least have a little bit more. It seems like they didn't have any content. When I bought my iPhone, they gave me a year subscription, and I looked on there, and it was just like Oprah, and that was it.
It seemed like they were half in, kind of.
Yeah, they're like, we're under
not
construction.
sure. But then they probably saw how much, because Netflix has spent so much money on
Content,
making movies, like all kinds of shit. And so,
but here's the thing: what I don't like about Netflix is there's a revolving door of stuff. It's like, oh yeah, that movie was on Netflix, and then you go on there, it's no longer on Netflix.
You know how long stuff is on Netflix for?
No,
Like, probably at least a year.
that's not.
So if you see it and log in and don't watch it for a year,
yeah, I subscribe.
then I'm
pretty
sorry.
much
sorry.
Every few months, I resubscribe. So,
To see what's on there,
pretty much.
and then you just watch everything, and then
I just watched like a couple of things, and then it's just a wrap. But
What do you do?
The Office?
What do you do?
I just told you I subscribe to Netflix.
Yeah,
You're
said
mad
once
that I
every
don't
few months.
maintain my Netflix membership?
I know you said once every few months.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like,
So, all right. So if
you're
you've
not
seen
watching
everything,
TV like that.
listen, I watch sports. Most of my streaming stuff is sports. So I subscribe to NBA League Pass.
Oh, you did get League Pass?
Absolutely. I subscribe to NBA League Pass. DAZN for boxing. Sometimes ESPN Plus when they're not screwing their viewers over.
And then not refunding their money.
Yeah. And then ghosting them when they email. What else? And then like all the other stuff, for the movies and stuff, it's a revolving door. I like to purchase my movies. So like to have
like a DVD or
VHS. No. No, like through Apple.
Download?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
How many movies do you have purchased?
Let me check. See.
I'm gonna guess under 5.
No, absolutely not. No. How many movies do I have purchased? 1, 2, 3. 14.
Oh, okay. That's.
Oh, Get Out's in there. I'm gonna watch that tonight.
Dave Chappelle got COVID. I think it said it was asymptomatic, but
Really?
yeah. But Chappelle is in COVID in Austin. Chappelle's in Austin. Rogan is in Austin. Tom Segura and Christina Pajitsky are moving to Austin, apparently.
Wait, Chappelle doesn't live in Austin?
He doesn't live there, but it seems like he's been there for a while. Because they have open comedy there now.
Oh.
I think Rogan kind of got some stuff going, and so comics are kind of going there now.
People were going to Dave Chappelle's thing, though. His little, like, barn...
You mean
shows.
that Netflix thing he did?
Yeah, but that Netflix thing is like a continual thing where he would have shows and
it's
stuff.
like a recurring...
Yeah.
Oh. Well, from what I've seen, he's been in Austin a lot. Like with
Right.
There's a lot of comics in Austin right now with Rogan kind of like just doing like, doing a spot or whatever every couple times a week. So, and I'm seeing people leave California. A lot of people leave California and go to Texas.
Turn up.
People are leaving some of the other I mean, not just to turn up, but no state tax.
Oh, to stay, you're saying?
Yeah, to stay.
Yeah. Yeah, I got an uncle who moved out there.
Do you think that migration is going to continue? Like, you think a lot of people are going to be leaving, like California, other places to go to Texas, like Austin?
I mean, I think a lot of people have a lot of time to think about where they want to live right now.
Yeah.
So, that might be one of the factors. Part of it's political for some people too.
Yeah, but then Austin become because Austin's pretty liberal, I guess. But then because Austin's always been like keep Austin weird, like that was the slogan there. Like Austin was this little like yeah.
How do you know that?
I've been to Austin before.
Keep Austin weird.
Yeah, Austin does like South by Southwest.
Oh yeah, that's right.
University of Texas is in Austin. So Austin is actually like pretty liberal.
What about Houston compared to that? In Texas, I would think that the most free, liberal, whatever the political term is,
Free.
it would be Houston or like El Paso or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know about El Paso, but I just know Austin and Dallas. Austin and Dallas are both pretty.
Okay. I don't have Dallas. Dallas is where big business is.
Yeah, I guess maybe there are pockets or different parts of Dallas.
Yeah.
I guess like there are any other big city.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Austin, I mean, a lot of people are heading that way. I wonder if, that becomes a new entertainment hub. If it's not like just California, not just Los Angeles anymore. Like if Austin is a spot now. Like, so you kind of have New York City, Austin, and LA, no?
I don't see that happening. Sorry to burst your bubble.
For the time being?
No, I'm just saying, how many people are moving to Austin? It's not that many people. People want to be in Vegas, Miami, LA, New York.
Yeah, but it's so cheap. It's cheap in Austin. People want cheap.
Of course they want cheap, but that's the price you pay for those desirable places.
Right. I mean,
Why don't people move to Wyoming with Kanye West?
Wait, what?
Why don't people move to an off-brand place like Idaho or Wyoming?
Oh.
It's cheap there. It's cheap in those places. It's because...
Is Kanye actually living there?
I don't know what's
because didn't him Kanye? And what's her face
separated,
get divorced?
Yeah,
right?
I don't know. I don't know what's up with Kanye. I'm sure in the coming weeks on a slow news day, it'll resurface something about Kanye.
I'm surprised. I could imagine Kanye, like they divorced or whatever, and he's like, "I'm gonna go live in the mountain. I'm gonna go live in my cabin." And then he gets there, and he's like, "Oh shit, I don't know how to live here." And he can't. He doesn't know how to do any of that shit.
So then he sings. He sings to the stars. Like, shut up! Some random person.
What, his neighbor in the wilderness? What do we got? Ashanti versus Keisha Cole. The versus matchup. I'm not like a huge fan of either of them, but it made me wonder what your fantasy versus matchup might be.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
So explain again what versus is like. So they play the song, right? Or they perform songs back and forth.
Yeah, I mean, it's just people. Yeah, two artists that they match them up, and they play their hits. I guess like 20, 30 hits of theirs, and
they like perform them. They sing them.
Yeah, pretty. So I don't know. Like if everyone,
but it's just them. Like they don't have a band or anything, right? Like
no, it's not live performances.
Okay.
It's not. I don't.
So they just play the song. and then they like.
I mean, you could say that they do live performances. I've seen where they're like on the mic and like actually singing their songs
doing
and
a
stuff.
performance, yeah.
But no, there's no. I haven't heard or seen any bands on Instagram Live or Apple.
And that's what it's on. It's on
Apple
Live.
Well, you could get it on Apple.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get it on Apple. But it's
so is there a matchup that you would like to see that you haven't seen already?
That I would like to see. Let's see. Yeah. I'd like to see Jay-Z versus Kanye West.
Oh. Is there a winner? Like, do they declare a winner?
Nah, it's like battle rap where they just go and then the people in the comments like say.
Oh, kind of.
It's like
they decide.
debate. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Jay-Z, Kanye West.
Yeah, that was just off the top. Yeah.
I can't really think of a bigger matchup than that.
Or Jay-Z. I'd like to see Jay-Z, Lil Wayne, or something like that. I'd like to see Jay-Z in
Lil Wayne, though? Really? Lil Wayne?
Just because I feel like Kanye would take away from...
Because he would just flip out?
No, because he made some Jay-Z songs.
Oh, right, yeah.
So it wouldn't be... They have a lot of cross...
I wouldn't want to put Lil Wayne in that. I wouldn't want to put him in Jay-Z's.
I would just like to see that because I want Jay-Z to win.
Okay.
So
you just want to give him alley-oop?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
What about you?
Well, it reminds me about... Did you see the ads for this past week's UFC for the McGregor Poirer?
No.
Did you see Eminem did some kind of ad for it?
Really? No, I didn't see that. Oh, Jay-Z Eminem would be good.
There was a story that kind of came out a few days earlier last week, or it was a video, and it was of Eminem, Dana White, and then some other like ESPN guy. I think, and it was them all on SportsCenter, and the video was of Eminem calling out Dana White, and he said something like, if all of the fighters that you said were going to lose, if they listened to you, then you wouldn't have any fighters, or something like, I don't know, something like he was attacking Dana White, and then it kind of became a story. But it turns out that was just like they were filming that for a video for the promo, or like, so in the promo for the fight, the day of the fight, on the card itself, they're playing this video, and it was all staged. And so it's Dana White like sitting there, and it's a staged interview on SportsCenter, and it's Eminem talking trash to Dana White. I thought it was the stupidest way to promote something. And it made me really think about Eminem. And when Snoop says, like, it's not stuff that you can, like, his stuff is stuff that you can live without, I feel the same way. You know, like, maybe if I'm trying to be really angry, then some Eminem is helpful. But at this point, like, I heard the promotion for the fight. He sounds angry. Like, he's just angry, yelling old man now. Yeah. You know? And he's been that for quite a few years.
Well, okay, so the different stages of Eminem were the dissing pop star Eminem.
Yeah.
And then,
which was shady, right?
Like the Slim Shady-ish type of dude.
Yeah,
where he
that was
just
the Slim Shady.
Saying wild stuff.
Yeah.
And then what else? Oh, then there was the time, I might be skipping some, but there was the time where he was like pill popping, getting over like sickness, depression, Eminem.
Okay, so I think we're talking like
pill recovery.
Now.
No.
Now he's Marshall Mathers.
No, after that was okay. So that was like That was no.
Well,
Okay,
there's
so
the
that was
D12 era too.
yeah, that's true. But yeah. There was the Marshall Mathers one was where he was angry Eminem, like
He was
angry
angry.
rapping.
He's angry at his mom. He was
Yeah.
angry at Stan.
Yeah.
He was angry at Kim. He was angry at everybody.
Yeah, and then so then fast forward, the D12 happened, and then he went away. It seemed like for a little while, and then he was the over depression Eminem, like the pill Eminem.
Oh, is that the like the
recovery
relapse
and,
or whatever it was?
and all that. Yeah,
Yeah,
It was
the like
that-
kind of awkward AA
where
title
he was
ones.
he was doing a lot of like he'd have that song with Rihanna.
Yeah,
And then that other girl. And then so now he's like rappity rap Meister Eminem.
like
he's just-
fast rap guy.
He's like kind of like, I'm the best rapper.
Hippity skip hop to the
hippity,
bebop.
skippity lyrical miracle Eminem. So now I think that this is his last stop, I think, as Eminem. I hope.
I hope so. I'm about over it, really.
Yeah. I mean,
His
Eminem's
life is
good.
like he's just. I
Eminem's
mean, he's good, but
I just never bought an album, or I don't have one song of Eminem in my playlist. I'm pushing 2,000 songs, so I listen to a lot of people.
no, yeah.
It's just never. I don't know.
He doesn't. His music.
I understand that he's great,
he's
though.
always the lyricist.
Yeah. He's the lyricist.
He'll
Miracle.
pick you apart. Yeah, lyrical miracle, skibbity bebop weebop.
Spherical. He'll
Yeah.
take it to the spherical. He won't stop with Miracle.
He doesn't have the like. He doesn't have the club bangers. He doesn't have anything that's really like dancey.
No,
And if it is dancey, it's also like I'm gonna poke your eyeballs out with a thumbnail, like some weird Eminem
yeah,
type shit, you know.
it's all good.
Yeah.
Everyone has their own lane.
To each his own, yeah.
To each his own lane. Shout out to Eminem fans,
The
which
good white.
there's plenty of them. He has stans. Like when he wrote that song, either he already knew or he spoke that into.
He made a million more stands after
Yeah.
he made that song, because those guys saw that and they were like, I want to be that guy.
right. And
He
then,
just gave these guys like a superhero to be.
And then did you see the one where he dissed Elton John, and then he did that, he performed that song with him?
Yeah, and he was like, I'm sorry, Elton John. I shouldn't have made fun of you.
Wait, Elton John's singing it?
No, my bad. I'm confused.
What the-
You're right.
Wait, is that Eminem singing like Elton John too?
My bad. Skibbity weebop to bebop, lyrical, spherical, Eminem,
Skibbity.
Elton John. Skibbity weebop, Elton John. I love you. I'm sorry. Yeah, it was like a total apology performance.
I just remember them shaking hands at what was that, like the VMAs or VH1
Yeah,
award?
whatever.
BET Awards.
Award show. BET Awards, and they got Elton John and Eminem hugging each other. And all,
But no, when they shook hands at the end, it was the most awkward thing of all time. Cause he's like
on whose part?
Because Eminem tried to dap him up.
Oh, and then Elton John tried to make him kiss his hand.
Yeah, it was really weird.
I mean, he's a knight. He's Sir Elton John. I don't blame him if he
Is he?
Yeah,
He's a what? He's a knight?
he's a knight, like in shining armor. Yeah.
Is that real?
You didn't know that? You didn't know that
He's a knight.
England just knights people?
I knight thee.
Like Paul McCartney in the Beatles, he's Sir Paul McCartney. He's a knight.
Oh, that's why they're that? That's a thing.
Yeah, I think.
What does it mean when you're a knight?
I mean, obviously nothing, because these guys don't do shit. They don't do anything nightly.
Do they put the sword on your shoulder?
I don't know. I feel like if they did, the queen weighs like 60 pounds. She can't hold that shit. Swords.
Is M. Night Shyamalan or whatever Salamander? Is he a knight?
He's not even British.
Oh, that's just his name, Knight.
Oh, yeah, it's also spelled different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's from what I know, it's Elton John, Paul McCartney, and then Xavier, Professor Xavier, and
he's a knight.
Yeah, both of them too. Patrick Stewart
Lawrence.
and Martin Lawrence. Dave Chappelle at one? No. Singing Robin Hood
Men in Tights.
People get knighted. People get knighted in England for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But I was gonna try to come up with my own versus fantasy matchup, but I came down to my top three musicians. So I'm gonna make it a three-way contest. Pause. And it's gonna be Stevie Wonder, Bob Marley, and Marvin Gaye.
Wow.
So
Stevie Wonder, Bob Marley, Marvin Gaye. I feel like that one's tough.
All of them have like
anyone could
20 hits.
Anyone could win that.
Yeah, that's like a 4-hour long versus battle.
That's probably I feel like Bob Marley will win because he will.
You think so?
The only reason because
Stevie Wonder has a lot more. Oh, okay, go ahead.
He's gonna bring some crazy
Vax.
Jamaican weed, and he's just gonna get them off their game, and he'll probably win.
Yeah.
Yeah, because anyone could win that.
I know. Because Stevie Wonder has so many songs that people forget about, and also songs that get sampled.
Oh yeah.
They get sampled into like huge hits, like "Gangsta's Paradise," "Pastime Paradise."
Yeah. Yep.
What was the "I Wish" that ended up on the stupid Wild Wild West soundtrack?
Oh yeah. Dang. You went there? Yeah, no, for sure.
Wild Wild West.
Will Smith.
I did want to ask you, just like preference-wise, would you choose Godzilla or King Kong? To like, if you had to watch a movie, are you taking Godzilla or King Kong?
Oh, if I had to watch a movie,
yeah. You know what? Never mind. Scratch that. If you're gonna be one of them.
Okay. If I'm gonna be one of them, well, I would.
Okay, so you're either King Kong and you live on a desert island somewhere with all kinds of dinosaurs, or you are Godzilla and you just live like in a volcano under the ocean, wherever he lives. I don't know.
For sure, King Kong. Okay. That's not even a question.
You don't want to just sit underneath the ocean and wait for
King Kong. You actually have a female counterpart. You get to go to the city and climb up on top of a...
There's a female counterpart? Or are you talking about the woman?
Yeah.
The human woman?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and then you get to go climb up on top of the Empire State Building. King Kong for sure.
Holding her?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, King Kong for sure.
But Godzilla, don't you get to...
Godzilla...
hump buildings and smoke them?
You get your name butchered by some random dude.
You know, there's a band named Gojira.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think it's based off of that, but if not, then I guess I'm racist. So shout out to Gojira and apologies to anybody beforehand.
Nah. It's all good.
Did you see that Phillip Rivers finally, for the love of God, announced his retirement?
I did. I just saw that the Chargers said something. Or they released like a statement or something. And they're like, oh, he had a great career. Like, really?
Thank you for all the championships you brought up.
Yeah.
We have so many more than we did before you played.
I know. Nah, I just I saw that. And that was it. I'm not a Phillip Rivers fan.
Me neither. But I thought that I would take this moment and use this platform to once and for all denounce hatred for Phillip Rivers.
Okay.
I've held on to a pretty unhealthy hatred for Phillip Rivers for quite a while. Mostly,
that's a strong word.
Yeah, it's real strong. And I have considered making up words to up the hatred, like to go past it. Mostly just because I hate his face and I hate that he played for the Chargers, and I hated the tie that he always wore. He wore that stupid bolo tie, like the circle with the shoestring on it.
Oh no. He did the
Yeah. He's got
Texas,
like 9 kids.
Oil tycoon.
Yeah, that type of thing.
Wow.
He's got like 9 kids, and he's not Mormon. He also doesn't cuss. Mm-hmm. So like when you hear his shit talking during the game, it's very dadgummit, golly gee willikers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just led like a real loser type life. So, and he's still alive, by the way. But I just wanted to take this moment to denounce my hatred for him. So I wish him luck in all of his future endeavors. I hope that he never, ever tries to work for the Raiders organization. But I wish him luck.
You think that they would even let him in? What the hell are you talking about?
Somebody asked me that the other day. Somebody's like, well, what if he comes to work for the Raiders? And I looked at him like, what? What are you talking about?
There's some things that...
They're not going to hire him.
Yeah.
Why? Just because he played for the Chargers? Because
that's one of the
there'd be a mutiny.
Yeah. You gotta... Yeah, no. That's like... I don't know. That's like Larry Bird being the GM of the Lakers. Like, they're not gonna... Yeah. Come on. You got a reputation to uphold.
Right. Exactly.
So... What about Drake?
But yeah, shout out to whenever he retires from life, then I'll denounce my hate for him too.
Man, no time soon.
No, if Drake comes out and says that everything that he ever did before that moment was trash, then I'll jump on board. Until then, I can't ride with him.
Hey, man. Good luck to his future endeavors, life after football.
You hear that?
Yeah, what is that? Is that you or the dog?
Both? All right, one last thing before we get out of here. Man, he's really thirsty. I wanted to do a sort of PSA again, but I wanted to let everybody know that I'm searching for the one true small PB boy. There was once a guy playing video games, most likely in his mom's basement somewhere. And his name was Small PP Boy. And he made a lasting impression on my life. I've named a lot of my teams, my fantasy league team, Small PB Boy. I'm thinking about naming my firstborn child Small PB Boy.
Wow.
So if anybody knows of the Small PP Boy, if anybody's played against Small PP Boy, if you are the Small PP Boy and you're listening to this podcast, live from Ox City Podcast, which you can reach at livefromoxcity@gmail.com. You can also find it on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, or on Patreon if you wanted to subscribe to that. But if you are that one Small PP Boy, the true Small PP Boy, please let us know. Reach out, because we would love to have you on the show. Do you want to add anything to the Small PP Boy?
No, I want to end that segment of the show and then talk about something else. But no, I did want to say, I did meet a nice lady my age during COVID in a funny, interesting situation. I think we should continue the conversation on Patreon.
Okay. Did you know that women were actually considered the first Small PP Boys? Because
All right, come on.
Hold on, I got to transfer a couple stacks.
I gotta move some things around.
Yeah. So
I ain't trying to do too much, Drew. Don't judge me. Whoa, I thought I had more money than that.